Hey guys, welcome back to another video in the series of Git Crash Course. So in today's video, as you can see on my screen, we are going to talk about these two topics. First is moving files, how to move files within the directories. We'll use Git for that, and then how to ignore the files. So what happens is sometimes you don't want a few files to be in your version control. So these are the files that you do not want in your version control. So how to do that and how to create a file for that and what to do, we'll discuss both these things in today's video. So before moving forward in the demo, let's subscribe my channel and let's dive right into the video. So first of all, open your Git Bash and check where are you right now. So I'm in the fresh project which I was supposed to be. So let us do ls-a over here and we have these files. So let me create a directory over here and we'll talk about of moving files. So what happens is many a times there is a piece of code that has to be in specific directory. For example, there are Java files that you can see over here that has to go inside source folder. So I'll just create a directory. So if I do ls-a now, I'll be having a source directory. So in that source directory, I have to move the code. So there are two ways to do it. So first what you can do is I have opened it over here. I can just copy first and second file over here, just move it over here. And then if I come over here, I can say git status. It says the files is untracked. This src folder is untracked and it is saying that it has been deleted because it has moved to somewhere else. So let me clear this, and what I'll do is git add dot, and now I'll check the status and you can see, sorry, I typed it wrong, and you can see that these files are now tracked because they have been added. So now it is in the staging area, but I have to check whether I have any untracked things. Okay, now it's perfect. Now I'll do the git status, and these files are 1.java and 2.java are moved to source folder, and 1.java 2.java is over here. So this is perfectly fine. All I have to do is now git commit -m added a new src folder. That's all. Perfect, it's done. Now if I'll check the git status over here, what happens? Sorry, I wrong typed it again. And the working tree is clean and it is perfect. So that's one way of doing it. Now if I just clear it and I have to do it through other way, what I have to do? So we have a separate command for that, and that has to be let me just type the command over here. Git mv stands for move, and let me check which file I want to move. So what I'll do over here is I'll move the third file. So I'll just write the name third.java to the source folder and hit enter. Now if I see the status, what happens? The third.java has been moved to source file. Now what I'll do is git commit -m moved third file. That's all you have to do, and just clear it. And if you check the git status, you'll see this. So the file has been moved over here. If I'll see the folder, this you can see the third file is moved over here. So now we are good, and we have understood how to do it. Now what we'll do is we'll create a git ignore file, which is the second topic for today. You cannot do right click over here and type and try to create a document in which you can rename it by git ignore, because it starts from dot and you cannot create that on Windows. So what we will do, we'll take care of that from here. So let me clear this and we'll start from the beginning. The command touch is used to create these kind of file. So you can create any file with that. I'm just using this. You can run this command in Linux as well. So if I touch git ignore and do a git status, you can see there is a new file over here which is not added. And if I do ls-all, which is a, you can see there is a git ignore file which is present over here. Now what I'll do is I want to write this file because I want to ignore a few files. So sometime what happens in a few projects, there are few logs files that you don't want to include. So let us create a log file. So this time I'll be creating it through externally. Okay, so let name it anything. I'll just name it app logs dot log file. So this is a log file. You want to change it? Yes, perfect. You want to change it? Yeah. So now if I go over here and type git status, what happens? It says there are two files over here, and that can go into your SVN, not SVN, in your version control. So but you want to avoid that. So these are the files that you do not want to have in your version control. So how will you avoid it? So let me clear this, and again I'll type git status and I'll show you the difference. So right now two files is showing that you have to commit it, stage it and then commit in your version control. What I'll do over here is I'll just right click over here, git ignore, open in the notepad, and then I'll just add asterisk dot log and save this file. So red became blue, which means it's saved. You can use any sort of file, it's just I'm avoiding the log files. I'll just minimize this, open this, and now if I do the git status, let's see what happens. Now you can see that .log file, which was the extension, I added it in git ignore file and it got avoided. So now it won't go inside your repository. So if I add git add dot add all the files, now check the git status, let's see what happens. There is a new file git ignore and it has ignored the log file, and all you have to do is git commit hyphen m and give the message added a new ignore file. Hit enter and it is changed. So let me just clear it and check the git status. You'll see that the working tree is clean. So now what we have learned in this video today, that you can either move it through this way or you can just move it through mv command from from the git bash, and the other one is how do you ignore the files you don't want to add in your version control. So I hope guys you have understood it, and if there is any issue feel free to comment below and we'll address that. So thanks guys, and I'll see you in the next video.